Yeah, g'day guys, welcome back to Luke's Fishin Mission. Thank you for tuning in. About a year ago I did a video. I'm up in Airlie beach and I'm coming back to the same spot. I'm up here for training for work, so it's a work perk. It's nice to come up here, and obviously goes without saying, got to bring the rod. But yeah, I'm walking about 2.1 k's up a track to this beautiful secluded sheltered little bay, and don't catch any monster fish there. Well, I haven't yet, but there's plenty of little blueys, tuskies, stripies, cod, a few little queenies and GTs, and if you're lucky you get the occasional coral trout there too. The wind's blowing about 15-20 knots, but the direction this bay is facing and the direction of the wind should hopefully see this bay fairly well protected. Wind at my back, so I'm hoping for that. But yeah, just got the atomic semi-hard minnow, 65mm. It's really heavy, so I can punch it out a long way when you're land-based. So what you need to do is cover that water, and I'll work it sort of subsurface or close to the top, see if we can get a little reef fish or two. There's a bunch of big oysters here as well, I found last time, so I'm gonna have a big feed of oysters as well because they're massive. All right guys, stay tuned, should be a good afternoon. Okay guys, I'm at the bay. Just gonna have to wait and see how this goes. The wind is blowing a little more than what I'd like and what I thought it would. There's lots of weed getting pushed into this bay as well, and the tide's up a little bit higher than what I would have liked as well, but I'll walk out a little bit, see if I can get a couple little reef fish. Long cast when you're land-based. Cover as much water, as much ground as you can. That's where this lure is really good. It's nice and weighty. Can cast it out a long way. Oh, that was a hit off the top. I don't know what it was. Saw the splash on it. Felt it. All right, there's a bit of activity here, which is good. Oh, there's another hit. Oh, I think it's a long tom. Had 3 hits on it. Didn't hook up. I think it's a long tom out there. I saw its back. It was long and thin. Oh, if you're getting the cast out far enough, there's activity out further. All right, let's go again. Oh, something on it there. There's plenty of fish here having a look. I've had quite a few hits and swipes and misses. Just the long cast is the key. Oh, little shark, black tip reef shark right there. He's just seen me and he's spooked. Woo. There's a little fella. I think I got something here. Yeah, there it is. There was a fish on there the whole time. I thought I was in the reef. Little tusky. Little bluey, little tusky. He got me in the cabbage. Check it out. Such a gorgeous fish. Oh well, there's one. Hopefully get a couple more. Oh, what was that? It was fast, that's for sure. I got something, smacked it off the top. Oh, oh, pulling it through the weed and the reefy weed. Still on there. It's not overly big, but it was a pretty good hit. Then yeah, buried me in the weed, but I got him out, pulled him through. The big long cast. What do we got? Heap of weed. And a bluey, little tusky. Gorgeous colours. Hooked him in the head. Yep. Pretty little fish. Long cast to the key, that's for sure. Covering the ground, covering the water. The best country is still out there, fair way, and the tide's too high for me to get at it. I've got to take what I can get now. It's probably halfway in now. The run was too late, but I couldn't get here any earlier with work and stuff, so the water's starting to clear up. And there's less weed around now. It must be getting pushed to the bank, to the shore there. So that's good. Oh, it's a hit there. Oh, yep. Oh. Oh. It's got me in the reef. Oh, pulling it through. Pulling it out. Come on. Get out of there. It's a problem when you're casting over the reef. Like, all I got to do is swim forward and down and they're in there. Oh, pulling it through again. Probably another tusky with a heap of weed on it. I think I'm clear of all the reef now. Hopefully there's still a fish on there. It's hard to tell with the weed. There's definitely a fish there. What is that? Another tusky. Another tusky. Check him out. Such a gorgeous little fish, eh? They're not shy to hit topwater either. They're not shy at all to hit topwater. This is a bit of fun. And they do fight in the shallow reef and the light gear. Look at him. Beautiful little fish. Good fun, land-based in Airlie Beach in the shallow reef, flicking surface lures. Not a huge fish, but good fun on the light gear in the shallows. Savage, these little guys. That's 3 in about 20 minutes. It's a great little spot, land-based in Airlie Beach. You don't need to have a boat and you can get amongst the little reef fish here. Long casts are important, so you've got to use a nice heavy lure so you can cast out a long way. The wind is coming dead ahead straight on me now. It's really mucking up the clarity of this water, and I don't even know if the audio is going to be much good. But I'm going to keep persisting. See if I can get something else, something different. Got 3 of those little tuskies now and quite a few other hits. But yeah, long cast is what you need here. That oyster, amazing. Some really big oysters here at this spot. Look at that. Bigger than what you get in most restaurants too, let me just say. It's good. The tide is coming up. All the biggest oysters are going to be inundated very soon. Size of that guy. I could eat oysters off the rocks all day. Love them. Look at that. Big fella. I'm happy I'm still going to get a few oysters. Some of the best oysters are still covered by the water, but I'm still going to get a reasonable feed here. I've still got those 3 tuskies as well, so hasn't been too bad. As the tide comes up, I reckon all the pelagics will move in, so I might even get a queenie or a little GT yet as well. But if I can tick the box of getting a few oysters right now, I'll be happy. Right, the tide's higher. I'm further away from the best structure, but I think it's still worth a few casts. There'll be pelagics, queenfish and trevally, little reef sharks cruising this little flat now between me and the reef. I might pick up a pelagic, and who knows what else out here. It's a real lucky dip in the shallow reefy areas. I've had a few oysters. I'm happy. Caught 3 tuskies. Had a bunch of other hits. Let's see if I can convert again. A couple more fish would be great. It's definitely dropped off the wind now too. It's a lot nicer in here. Pretty beautiful spot though. I'm not complaining, it's just paradise being up here in Airlie. Flicking lures in the reef off the bank, it's pretty cool. Get the occasional fish, a few other hits, a few oysters, and what a backdrop. Hit it pretty hard off the top. Oh, come on. Get it out of there, come on. I reckon it's a GT or a Queenie. Oh, I hit it hard off the top. And I can feel it rubbing in the reef. Oh, come on, stay on. Stay on. It's not a bad fish. Oh, it wants to take a bit of drag there. Little GT, I reckon. It's still out a fair way. Oh, what is it? Got a fair bit of weight to it. Oh, what is that? It's dark. Really dark. I don't know what this is. What is that? What is that? Oh, it's dark because it's in the grass. And a GT. Oh, it's not a bad GT actually. Woo. Come here, mate. Come here. I thought we'd get a GT in here, in between the reef and the beach. Oh, that's a good fighter. It's a good fish. Come here, buddy. It's not a bad jeet. Right, that's a good GT. Those little hooks held up really beautifully. How's that? Got me in the reef and everything. I got him out. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty mad. Love that. Check that out. That's probably about 45 centimeter GT. It's a good fish on the Atomic semi-hards minnow, 65 mil. Smashed it off the top. That was really cool. I was stoked with that. I was hoping to get a little pelagic queenie or a GT in here, because now you won't get the reefies because the reef's too far out there. But there's a gap between the reef and the beach of a bit of a lagoon, and the pelagics are patrolling it now. That's pretty cool. Nice little GT on the flats on the Atomic semi-hard minnow 65 mil. Gave me a real good fight. It's an awesome fish. Very happy with that. I'm going to get him back. Thanks for the fight, mate. It was awesome. Go on. There you go. Like nothing ever happened. That was an awesome little GT, that guy. He was probably high 40s, 50 odd centimeters. Probably one of the bigger land-based little estuary GTs I've caught for a while. Especially on this gear, 8 to 16 pound atomic arrows, 4,000 egg beater, 15 pound braid and 30 pound leader, land-based and on surface. Late afternoon, Airlie beach. Beautiful. The wind's died down. All the weed that was out there before is now here along the edge. So it's more pleasant. However, I can't get my lure anywhere close to the reef now, so I'm not going to catch any more tuskies or reef fish. My only hope is now to catch a couple of pelagics, and that's what I was saying before, that I caught those fish out there. Now I've had to retreat back with the higher tide coming in, and now I hope to catch a pelagic, and then bang. And it was a good one too. Nice little GT. Went around a couple of rocks, bit of weed. When I was pulling it in there, I could feel it rubbing, that leader rubbing. And then pulled it in with a couple of kilos of weed on it. That's why I couldn't work out in the water what the hell it was. I could see this dark, and I'm like, is that a cod? What is that? Because it was dark, but that was just the weed. Silly me, should have known better. That's really pepped me up now. I could leave pretty happy now. Feed of oysters, 3 tuskies, and a GT. And then in the morning before the course, there is a land-based barra spot and jack spot that I know up in the fresh water. And after the rain, which we've had a fair bit of lately, it should be flowing and there should be jacks or barra there. So I might try that early in the morning before the course starts. Starts at 8:30, I'll get up at 5:30 and go. You got to make the most of these opportunities when you're away. Little Jack, check him out. Gorgeous little thing. So tiny, man. That would be beautiful in a fish tank. Hey mate, how are you? I did say I wanted a jack, but something a little bit bigger would have been better, but gorgeous little Jack. Let's put him back.